Emily Blunt was not nominated for a Screen Actors Guild Award. I was looking forward to the outstanding performance by a female actor in a miniseries or television movie category at the Screen Actors Guild Awards on February 26. Emily Blunt was nominated for her role as Lady Cornelia Locke in The English, an Amazon Prime series. I was shocked to learn that Blunt had lost the award to Jessica Chastain. I was disappointed by Blunt's nomination and subsequent loss. The English premiered in November 2022, and I finally got around to watching it during winter break. Blunt's first foray into the Western genre, and she made an emotional debut. The majority of her scenes featured her performing action movie sequences or having an emotional conversation with the audience. The English follows Locke as she seeks vengeance on the man she believes murdered her son and meets Lee Whip as he travels to Nebraska. The pair eventually fall in love, but due to Locke's condition, nothing ever comes of it. Locke is sexually assaulted and as a result, she develops syphilis. Blunt deserved the award, owing to her dedication to her craft. She was nominated for both Mary Poppins Returns and A Quiet Place at the 2019 SAG Awards, demonstrating her diverse acting abilities. The English is no exception. There is an emotional scene in the 5th episode of the series in which Locke is overcome by fear and flees Whip. She strips down to her corset and then covers herself in dirt. This action represents washing away the guilt of her son's death and being able to rediscover herself. Typically, I dislike watching scenes in which a character covers themselves in dirt. However, I grew up watching Blunt's movies, so I know how powerful she is in scenes like that. It was reminiscent of the memorable bathtub scene from A Quiet Place, in which Blunt's character gives birth in the tub. The two scenes are diametrically opposed, but the emotional performance is there. Blunt's characters put themselves in difficult situations, allowing her to demonstrate her range of emotions. Blunt is an underrated actress, from her film The Devil Wears Prada, when she began to ascend in popularity, to her most recent film Jungle Cruise, with Dwayne Johnson. Blunt's talents are overlooked by the other actors that she works with, playing the more titular roles in films, where she is the leading female. However, she is not the lead of the film. While watching The English, I found myself constantly advocating for Locke and Whip's romantic arc. Although it started to develop, my expectations were dashed by the end of episode 5, when Locke went to wash away her guilt. Blunt's portrayal of Locke is intriguing because she gives her all in her performances. Despite the fact that it is what most actors do, I am always mesmerized by Blunt on the screen. Blunt plays several toughened characters who have been through so much emotional or physical trauma that they have become a new person. Locke is one of these characters, as she quickly learns how to use a gun and murders those who offend her. Despite feeling remorse for her actions after they occur, Locke keeps her guard up around others, especially when hiding her syphilis from Whip, who she finds comfort in. Chastain was one of the other nominees in Blunt's category, and she won the SAG Award for it. Chastain was honored for her performance in George and Tammy, her most recent limited series. Both actresses were high on my list of who I thought would win, though I thought Blunt had it in the bag. When I turned on the SAG Awards, the first award of the night was for Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor in a Miniseries or Television Movie. I sat on the edge of my seat, hoping that Blunt's name would be called and some cute interaction between her and her husband, John Krasinski, would take place. I still saw those adorable interactions, but with a twinge of disappointment. When I watch Blunt perform, I am transported to the location of the film. Her abilities are not recognized by award shows, but they are recognized by her fans. They are always there for her and appreciate everything she does. I will always vote for Blunt to win all of the awards.